Hi everyone. This is Sai from LetsUpgrade. So let's talk about how to get your certificate. It's very simple. You will see two links in the description. Number one is the place where you have to go and mark your attendance. Marking your attendance tells us like, okay, you are a legit student who have attended this particular session. Link number two is your assignment. This is where your 90% of the priority is. You have to go and submit the assignment that is given to you in this particular session. Once you're done submitting that assignment, we will be evaluating that. We will send you an email. If you get the passing criteria, then only we will give you the certificate on a particular date that is mentioned again in the description. Please check these three things, and this is the way how you will get a certificate from Let's Upgrade. Number one, mark your attendance. Number two, just go ahead and upload your assignment. Check for the email that you have received it, yes or no. What is the feedback that you have received from your trainer? Number three, check on which date the certificates will be released. Thank you. Bye. All the best. Happy learning.
Bye. So hey guys, welcome to this another session on the HTML and CSS bootcamp. So in this session, we are going to start with the like advanced level of CSS. So in till the previous session, we have covered some basic level of CSS, like how you can give like margin, padding, color, background color, and like width and height, all these properties, which are some basic properties which we have covered. So in this session, we'll be covering some advanced property of CSS. Okay, so those will be basically related to your position, like positioning of elements, and the second thing would be your display properties, like we'll be covering display flex, like FlexBox in this particular sessions. Okay, so without wasting much time, let's get directly into the code part of it. Okay, so first of all, let's get to the position attribute. Okay, so for that, what I'll do is this was the page that we were using for learning, right? So let's do one thing. Get rid of all these divs which I created. So instead of like removing, I'll just comment them out. Okay, so I've commented the divs out. Okay, so now what I'll do, I'll just simply create a new div and I'll give it class uh, my div again. Not my div, I already have that class name, so I'll give it some other class name. I'll call it learn div. Okay, learn div. Okay, so that's it, and I'll call it follow me. Okay, so now what I'll do is I'll go and style this div. Copy this. I'll go here, since it's a class, so it will start with dot learn div. Okay, so first thing that I want to tell you guys is about the position attribute. So position, so by default what HTML provides, the position is static. So static means uh, I'll refresh this page. So you see follow me, so this is static to the page, and any positioning that I'll give it, like margin and all those things, those will work. So by default, the position attribute for a particular element in HTML CSS is static. Okay, so other thing that comes is position fixed. So let's say I want to fix this part, and also let me give some width and height. Width, let's say 200 px. Width, let's say 100%, so that it covers entire width. Okay, and height, let's say 60 px. Okay, and let's say 80 px or 100 px. Okay, and I'll give it some background color. Background color Dodger blue. And color, so color of the text inside it, I want to give it white. Okay. So now you see, so where is this at? Color white background position fixed. Let's see first in static, like by default where it is coming. Okay, so by default it is coming over here, right? So when I fix it, I need to give some like positioning to it, like where I need to fix that. So let me quickly inspect and check the elements that I have. Learn dev. Okay, so here it is. So this is where my learn div is sitting. So what I want to give, I want to give it, I want to fix it at the top. So top 0px. So what will happen now? It will stay at the top. So you see, like rest of the page will scroll behind it, but it will remain fixed at the top. Okay. So what I can do, I can simply give top, or if I want to fix it at the top, I can give it top 0px. Okay. So it will remain at the top. If I want to fix it at the bottom, I can simply give it bottom 0px. So you see, it will stay at the bottom and the page will scroll like that. Okay. So where it comes useful, where this kind of positioning comes in useful. So in certain web pages, you might have seen a chat box like that stays at the like bottom right of the screen, and on clicking it, you can chat with the customer support or all. So for that, like this positioning fixed comes in handy. So let's say bottom 0px and right, I want to give 0px, and what I'll do, I'll give the width as 20%. So now you'll see something similar to that. Okay, so you see this is sticking to the bottom right, like as the chat box in most website comes, right? So like that you can do it, and to make it better looking, you see, it's looking like that only, right? So that was about the position fixed attribute. Okay, so we have covered static, which is by default position fixed. Then other two that comes is position absolute and relative. Okay, so regarding absolute and relative, I'll show you what happens is, let's say you have a parent div class, I'll call it parent. Okay, so inside this you have some child div class equal to child 1. Okay, child 1. Okay, similarly I'll create 4 child. Okay, so there is a parent. Then what I'll do, I'll give, like we can give two class names. Okay, so the child will be common, then these things will be different. Okay, so child 2, 3, 4. Okay, okay, so 2, 3, 4, like this. Okay, so now let's quickly go to my CSS. So dot parent, so I will give it 50%, height 300px. Okay, and margin auto. Okay, background color, again I'll give dodger blue. Okay, fine. So this would be my parent. So let's see how it is coming. So it is coming like this, right? So now I'll tell you about the positioning attribute. Okay, so dot child. So what I'll do is dot child, I'll give so I want to make those common, so I'll give them width, let's say 40px. Okay, height I want to give 40px. Okay, color I want to give white. Okay, that's it. So now you see background color I didn't give. Let's say give background color on blue. Yellow would come better, but let's try yellow green. Okay, so yellow green is coming like this. Okay, so now I want these child to be like relative to this parent div. Okay, so I want one child to be sitting here, another child to be sitting here, another child to be sitting at this corner, and the fourth child to be sitting at this corner. Okay, so how can I achieve this? So like thinking without knowing the position attribute, it is difficult, right? Like how much margin can I give to this one, how much margin can I give to the second child, then the third child here, then the fourth child here, and that too relative to this particular parent div, not the entire screen. Okay, so we have to achieve that. So for that, what this has provided us is, CSS has provided us is with this position relative. So the parent would be position relative and your child would be position absolute. Okay, so now what will happen, like right now, like what will happen if you give all those will be one above another. So 1, 2, 3, 4 all are sitting over here only, one behind another. Okay, so now you just want to move them to their respective places, right? So 1 minute, so I have given them this name that is not allowed. It should be 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. Okay, so now I'll style it. So dot 1. I want the first div to be top left, right? So top 0px, left 0px. Okay, similarly I will style my 2, 3, 4 and all 2. So 2 top 0px, right 0px. This will stay at the top right of that div. Okay, so dot 3, bottom 0px and left 0px. So now most of you would have easily been able to guess what would be the fourth one. If you say bottom 0px, you are correct. If you say right 0px, you are correct. If anything else you say apart from this, then you need to check it again. Okay, so let's see. So now you see child 1, child 2, child 3, child 4. Every one of these are sitting comfortably at the respective positions, right? So how we were able to achieve it? By using the position relative. So the parent would be relative and all the child would be absolute to it. So relative positioning of the parent in which the childs are its absolute like children. Okay. So like this we can achieve it. So similarly, let's say if you wish to have another div at the center. So I'll call it child 5. So how you will achieve it? Div class child 5 and I'll call it child 5. So let's try how we can style it so that it stays there, so at the center. So dot 5, what we'll do is um, uh, we need to have it right in the center. So from the left and right, both we need to have equal spaces. So let's try left 50% and top 50%. Let's try this. Okay, so you see from the left it has taken 50% space, from the top it has taken 50% space, so it stays at the center, right? So our child 5 has started coming at the center of the screen. So like this we were able to achieve it, and like right now I don't like the look of it, so I'll just change like this. Okay, so now they are looking better, or height we can get 30px. Okay, so like this we are able to achieve this. Okay. Hmm. That's about the position attribute. I hope I was able to make the properties clear. The position static, fixed, position absolute and relative. Okay, so these are the main important position properties. So that is what I have covered. So now comes another interesting part, that is the display property, the FlexBox. Okay, so the main challenges that a like new developer faces is like positioning the div. Like one way to position the div was this. Another way is, let's say when you have n number of divs on your screen. Let's say you have a again I'll take parent and child example. So I'll call it container. Card container. Okay, inside it we'll be having small cards. The class is equal to cards. Okay. I'll call it card, not cards. Okay, card 1. Similarly, I'll have multiple cards, card 2. Similarly, have multiple card 3. Okay, so now let's style something. So dot card width 200px, height 400px, background color brown. Okay, that's it. Okay, so and okay, so right now if you see how it is coming, so see all my I'll comment this blue portion so that you guys don't get confused, or else what I'll do, I'll give some break lines over here so that there is a space between those. Okay, so I'll make multiple copies. Okay, so you see now the card 1, card 2, card 3, card 4, card 3, like 3 cards I have created. All of them are coming in a vertical manner. They are coming one below another and not in a single row. So they are coming in different columns, right? Sorry, different rows, right? In a single column, they are coming in different rows. I want them all to come in a single row. So how can I achieve that? So most developers face this challenge, okay, in the starting. So one thing, like you might have heard about the property, like if you are like HTML CSS enthusiast, you might have learned about a property which is known as float. So you can like float any particular card. So let's say I give it uh, um, card 2 card 2 property, and I'll try to style it, and I'll give it float. So float property, float right. So this is one way. So you see this card has started floating towards the right, but again it will not give you the same effect as you want. Like you want equally spaced cards in a single row. So this float property is very confusing and you should try to avoid it. Okay, and also I'll remove this follow me from here. It's creating a problem over here. I'll just comment it out. Okay. Okay, so you see this card 2 is coming here, but this is not the desired operation. Okay, so what we need is like you can avoid this float property. So what you can do is we created the card container, right? So dot card container. Where is that? The spelling is correct. Card container, yes. So dot card container, we can give it property display flex. Okay, so this is the property that I'm talking about, and flex is the value of it. Okay, so you see now all my cards have started to come in a single line. Okay, so how this was achieved? Because by default flex direction property of FlexBox is row only. If you wish to make it column, then it will be columnar, like all will come one below another. Okay, so as you wish, it will allow you, it will give you flexibility. So if you want row, it will come in a single row. If you want column, it will come in a single column. Okay, and then justify content, space between. So justify content is a property which will allow you to like space them properly. So you see justify content space between gave them equal spaces from the uh, whole DOM. Okay, so this is about the justify content property. So let's say you want space between, space around. So space around will leave equal space around also and in between also. So like this it will calculate all the cards, spacing between the cards. Okay, and then space between, space evenly is also there. So it will also like calculate equal spaces between the cards and the surroundings. Okay, so like this you can put your cards. So I hope this thing has made sense. So so let's say one more thing. Let's say there are multiple cards. So let's say, see, multiple cards are there, and I give justify. I'll remove justify content for now. Okay, and what I wish is there is a property like shrink 0. Okay, and for like I want to create a scrolling effect over here so that I'll be able to scroll the cards, and also I want to give some margin between these cards. So margin left 10 px, margin right 10 px. Okay, so flex shrink, I guess it's none. I'm forgetting maybe. Okay, let me check quickly. um, and then okay, sorry, flex shrink is not given over here, it's given in the cards. Maybe it's 0. Let me check. Okay, so flex shrink is 0 now. So now the cards will take their original width, they'll not shrink in size. I just want to make them scroll. So what I'll do, card container width 100%. No, not width 100%. Let's see. I'm forgetting. Mm, Let me think. I want it to scroll. So the property that I'm thinking to go give over here is overflow. Overflow X, I want to give it as a scroll. Okay. So now if I refresh, yeah. So the cards will scroll without the entire page moving. Okay. So the cards will scroll in their own container. So this is about the overflow property. If I remove it, you see the cards would like the whole page will scroll. That I don't want. I don't want the whole page to scroll. I just want the cards to scroll in their own container. So for that we have the overflow X scroll. Okay, so see now only the cards will scroll and not the entire page. So these are the like most important properties of flex. So display flex, flex direction, whichever you want to grip, width 100 per like overflow, and then flex shrink over here. Another property that I can remember is let me think is flex wrap. Okay, so if you don't want to give this overflow X scroll, you can give flex wrap and no wrap. Okay, so what it will do is it will like keep them, and if you'll give it wrap, it will move into the next line if it is not possible. Yes, if the spacing is not possible over here, if you'll give flex wrap as wrap, it will move the cards to the next line. So this is how it will automatically position the cards. And if you'll give it as no wrap, so it will keep them in the single line, and overflow X again you can give as scroll. Okay, so now it will give the same effect. Okay, so this was about your flex property. So it's very important because it comes in handy at most of the places in web development. Okay, so just try to work on it, practice as much as possible. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so before winding up the session, what I'll do now, since our style sheet has become like too much, right? Like it's a lot of data over here. So what I'll do, I'll create a separate style sheet, like separate file for it, and I'll give the language as CSS, and I'll paste it, and I'll remove this style and style from here. Okay, and I'll save it on the desktop itself as style.css. Okay, and I'll close this, and now I'll remove this from here, and simple inside the head I'll give link rel is equal to style sheet, and href is equal to dot slash style.css. Okay, so it will link to that style.css file now. Okay, so I'll save it, I'll refresh it. So yeah, still it works, still everything works fine, the same as it is, because the styling is now present in my style.css file and not in this particular file. Okay, so now it's HTML is here, CSS is here. Okay, so that's for it for the session. So in the next session, what we'll be covering is we'll be covering a project in HTML CSS. So I was thinking about creating a portfolio, but let's see. I'll give some more options a chance, because there are a lot of websites that can be done. So I hope you guys will enjoy the project building activity that we'll be having in the next session. So I hope to see you guys in the next video, and thank you so much for watching. Bye. So hi guys, welcome to this another session on the HTML and CSS bootcamp. So this would be our last session where we'll be creating a project. So the project that I have decided is a portfolio website created using HTML and CSS. So it will be a simple website so that you'll be able to like create using yourself. As you are new to this HTML and CSS, I don't want to burden you up with like so many things which you are not able to cope up. So this is a simple like theme that I have picked up. So we'll be replicating this one. So we'll be making a clone of this one. So I hope you are liking it. So this is how it looks. Simple, clean, neat. So here comes your name and your like tech stack. Okay, then hire me, get CV, two buttons are there. Display picture of yours. Then some asset like this, a small introduction about yourself. Then If you have like some work experience, you can like put it over here. Otherwise, you can simply skip this part and just come to the services offered. In the services offered, you can tell like what all skill set you owe, like what all you have. Okay, then projects. So here you can list out your projects that you have made till now. Okay, then some testimonials, that is the client, what your client says about you. Some testimonials if you have worked for some clients, that you can include over here. So then get update, like you can simply no need to like make this section. I won't be making this. Then your footer. So footer is this, follow me and all those things. Okay, so we'll be making this. It's simple and elegant. So let's quickly start making this. So what I'll do, I'll close this file now. We won't be working on this one. So also in the desktop, I'll be creating a new folder. I'll call it portfolio. Portfolio web. Okay. So inside this folder, I'll be creating two new files. So what I'll do is I will close this, open folder, desktop, portfolio web, open. Okay, so let's see, close this one, and here new file, I'll call it index.html. Okay, and another file would be style.css. Okay, so two files are ready. So now quickly HTML5, let's get the boilerplate code. So we got the boilerplate code. And the title I'll give it like here they have given the name as Satner. So I think this is the surname. I'm not sure, but whatever it is. Okay, so let's use the same theme and same text only. Okay, I won't be getting into those details. I'll call it Satner. So the title I'm giving is Satner. Okay, or otherwise like title I can give my portfolio. Yeah, and followed by Satner. Fine. Okay, so that's about the title. Now coming to the body part. So in the body, very first thing that you see is this header. So you see a simple header with the like logo that he has created and some items over here. So let's start jumping into the header. So header. Okay. So header. So now quickly come over here in the CSS part, and first of all, body, I'll give margin 0, padding 0. Okay, and inside the header, also header. So width, I'll give 100% of viewport width. So this is another property, viewport width. Viewport width is nothing but the entire viewport that you are seeing. So 100% of that viewport width I'm giving. Height I'm giving 70 px. Background color I'm giving kind of white. So what I'll do, body I'll give background color hash ef. So it's kind of grayish tint. Okay, so on this it should look nice. Let's see how it looks. So let's open it as well. I haven't saved this file. Let's quickly save it. Index.html. Okay. What is missing over here? Okay, so I haven't linked this over here. So let me quickly link it. Link rel is equal to style sheet href is equal to dot slash style.css. Okay, so now refresh. Okay, so now you see our body is grayish in color, and this is our header, which is white in color, and it's looking nice. So one more thing, the header I'll give again property position fixed, and I'll give it some opacity. Opacity, let's say 20%. Okay, so and top. 0. Okay, refresh. What happened? What I did wrong over here? Let's remove this opacity first and then check. Okay, so I'm not sure why this opacity 20%. I think it's taking high opacity 0.2. No, 0.1. 0.6. Okay, okay. So let's give it 70% opacity. Okay, now better. So opacity should be actually 80%. Opacity 80%. Okay, so it will give some that transparent kind of feel when we'll have items inside it. Okay, so inside this header, so very first thing that I want is this Satner logo. So what I'll do is I'll try to copy it. Okay, so I can get this logo over here. So what I'll do is new folder and I'll call it assets, and inside this I'll move this Satner. Okay, 1 minute, let me check if it's fine. Yeah, so now coming back, my assets are there. So inside the header I'll have image src is equal to dot slash asset slash logo and png, or it is equal to logo. Okay, so okay, so our logo is there. Just I want to align it properly, so I'll give it class logo. So what I'll do is dot logo. uh, I want to from the top I want to align it properly, right? So margin top I should not give. I'm thinking of some other way. Let me think. Line item center. Okay, so display flex, align item center. Then justify content and dot logo. I'll give margin left 20 px. Okay, let's give it 30 px. Okay, so now it is positioned over here, looking nice, perfect. Okay, so now let's move ahead. We are done with our logo. So the next thing that comes is where is our website? Where is that page? Where did that page go? Partner portfolio. Okay, so this is the page. So you see home, about, services, portfolio, all these things are there, right? So let's quickly create them. So for that, what I'll be using is ULLI, so unordered list that I'll be using. So it's very simple. I haven't told you earlier, but it's simple. UL means unordered list. Okay. So inside unordered list, you will be having list items. LI are nothing but list items, short form for list items. So I'll be creating some home, about, services, portfolio pages. Home, about, services, and contact or blog. Contact, I'll give contact. Okay, so these items I have given. So if I'll come back over here and refresh, you see all these are coming in this manner, right? So this is nothing but unordered list, a list of items. When you create a list, right, this is how it comes. So now I need to style it. So I'll simply go over here, ULLI, list style, none. Okay, and how did we used to let me So I want to align them. So there is a property display inline. So display inline will bring them all in a single line. Okay. So I just want to give some margin and padding to them. So margin left 10 px each. Okay, and padding 10 px throughout. Okay, looking nice. And font size 20 px. I'm not sure. Okay, 20 px is looking fine. And then now I want this to be right aligned, right? So one is our if you see inside our header, one is our image and another thing is our ULLI. So two items are there, right? So I want to align them. So how I can do is inside the header display flex justify content space between. Okay, so this is sticking to the right. So let's do one thing. Margin right 50 px. Okay, so now looking fine, right? So this is how we have created our header. So now quickly let's like this font and all, I'm not sure. You can give your choice of font. Okay, I'm not going deep into that because font family. Let's see Arial how it looks. Okay, so this is how the Arial font looks, and also cursor I'll give as pointer. So it will come as this pointer. Okay, so this is ready. So now this portion. So this portion is hello, I am Rahi Satna. Okay, so let's quickly move ahead and create a div. So inside our header is completed. So inside that we'll create a div class is equal to mm, mm, this is introduction. This is uh, main. I'll call it div class main. Okay. So what I'll do inside main only, I'll have everything listed down. Okay. So inside main we'll have div class is equal to main about me. Okay. So about me is going to have again two sections, one this section and one this image section. Okay. So I'll call it div class about me text. Okay. And similarly about me image. Okay. Right. So now coming over here. So dot about me. So dot about me would be display flex, because again I want the two items justify content space evenly. Uh, space evenly, right? Okay. So dot about me text. So let's first add some text inside it. So I'll add it inside h1, and I'll copy the same text. Hello, I'm Rahi Satner. Okay. So now I see like hello is small, this is big. So what I'll do is h3 would be hello. Okay. Then h1 would be this. Then this is h4. Okay, fine. So okay, so this is coming. Hello, I'm Rahi Satna. So one thing, the main that I have given. So this should be 1 minute. So dot main margin top should be 70 px, because that is the height of our header. Okay, so it is coming like this. Fine. So hello, why this zero is coming? Okay, hello. Now it's fine. It's still that I'll have to work on the font sizes and all. So about me text. Mm, First of all, what I'll do is let me check. Okay, what I'll do is I'll add the image as well, so that it would be easier for me. Where is that image gone? That image. Okay, here it is. So I'll move it over here. Okay, I'll move this image here. Okay. And inside this, I'll add that image. src is equal to dot slash asset slash home right. Okay, alt is equal to dp. Okay, right. So now, yeah. So this is coming here. This is coming here. Now let's quickly properly align them. So about me text, I'll give it width 50-50%. I'm giving both of these. Okay, about me text, and then about me image, or actually I should give 40-40%, rest it will space properly. Okay, and I don't want space evenly, I want space around. Still not looking good. Let me think. If I give it 50% and 40% to that, no, let's okay, 1 minute. Text align center. Okay, and mm, okay, let's inspect and see what changes can be done over here. Okay, so this image I need to resize. It's too small. Let's go with 70%. Let's go with 75%. Okay, perfect. Also, about me, I'll give empty margin top 20 px. Why is it not coming? Let me think. Mm, okay, fine. So it is coming now. This is fine. I'll now work on the about me text. H1. Font size 42 px. Not still small. 62 px. Okay, and also H3. H3 was there, and what else was there? H3 and H4. So H3 I'll give 42 px, 52 px, and H4 I'll give 42 px. Okay, that's it. Okay, it's fine. Also, what do we call it? Text transform. 1 minute. About me text transform. Uppercase, capitalize, lowercase, sentence case is there? No. Uppercase. How they have written? Okay, yes, uppercase only. Okay, but I don't want this spacing there. Let me check quickly. Okay. Okay. Also, low hydro- think a spacing issue is there. The width of this is a little less. I need to increase the width of this block. About me text width should be more. Let's see. 60%. So width should be 60% over here. That would look nice. Okay, and okay. So this is fine now. The font and all you guys can adjust yourself. Uh, okay. So this is done. Also 1 minute. Actually, it should be margin bottom, not top. Uh, mm, okay. So now it's looking better. Also about me text font family Arial. Okay, fine. So looking much better now. So I'm not sure how I can expand. Okay. So it's done now. Let's add these two buttons over here, hire me and get CV. So let's quickly come back and add those two buttons over here. About me text below this, I'll add a div first of all. But buttons I can add directly. So button class is equal to hire me. Get CV. Okay, so two buttons are there. Let's quickly style those. Hire me and get CV. So they need to be same in style, right? So I'll just call it style BTN. Style BTN. Same style I'll give both. So coming over here dot style BTN. So what I'll give is what they have given. Mm, okay. So border first of all none. Width let's say 40 px. Height let's say 30 px, which should be actually 60 px then, and color is somewhat of purple color. I'm not sure which shade of purple they're using. Let's try this shade. Okay, and color is white, text color is white. Okay, and let's see. Oh, okay, background color, sorry. Okay, width it's not affecting or what? Let's see. Okay, it's affecting. Uh, it should be then 200 and it should be 50. Okay, 170. Okay, and what else? Some spacing is between. So gap 20 px. I think gap does not work like this. Let's margin left. Okay, and margin top. Okay, fine. Cursor pointer. Okay, and border radius 2 px. 2px is less, let's give 5px. Okay, so now they have some borders, and on hover we should have some effect, right? Dot style button hover. On hover, background color should change to blue violet, let's say. Okay, so like this. Okay, and transition point to and all. Uh, okay, looking better now. Okay, so I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.